ask someone to help you push your car, and if they do, give them 10,000 naira.
You know, I am a typical village girl. Yes, I am. But whether or not I am a village girl is not why we're here. Basically, growing up in a typical village, we have this communal living. Yeah. So where we basically lived as one community, people looking out for one another. Someone else's children are taken as yours. You caution them, you stand in for them, you fight for them, you take care of them when the need arises. Yeah. So that inspired in me this notion I had, and probably still have till today, that an average Nigerian, devoid of regional, religious, and tribal sentiments, of course, an average Nigerian arguably is willing to stretch helping hands to strangers. Arguably, because we all have different data to back up whatever is fact for us, okay? And even after being a child and after living the village, I still had encounters with people that makes me feel like, yeah, an average Nigerian actually is willing to stretch out helping hands to strangers, especially. But in recent times, people have become apprehensive and people are no longer as, helpful as I would say people were growing up and up to a certain stage, or point in my life. And I mean, you can't blame anyone, right? Because there have been so many ills happening in the country. It's as though everyone is out to get at everyone. Before people would say, oh, I don't owe people. I mean, maybe jokingly or for fun, I don't owe anybody. I don't owe anyone. So, I haven't hurt anyone. So I can walk out. I can go out. I can basically do things. I don't have to be fearful. I don't have to fear anything or anyone because I know I don't owe anyone and I haven't done any bad to anyone. Well, that unfortunately is not something generally Nigerians can boast of now, because whether or not you haven't offended anyone, you haven't done anything wrong, everyone is a potential victim for so many happenings in the country. May God continue to protect us from the evil of mankind, evil of kind, and the evil of animal kind. I mean, but because of the happenings in the country, no one feels like really safe anymore. So we just pray for safety and trying our best to be cautious. And this also affects people's willingness to, stretch out helping hands to people. Because coupled with the whole get rich quick syndrome that is affecting people, it's affecting parents. You see parents wanting to use their kids for rituals. You see friends out to get at one another because of money. You see people out to harm their neighbors, their students, their employers, their employees, especially for money and for no just cause, right? So now people have become really apprehensive. I have become apprehensive, okay? Because now you don't know how much caution is enough, to be honest. So when someone is asking you for help, you're willing to, you want to, but because you're not sure if the person truly needs your help or the person is just out to get at you for whatever it is for their own selfish purpose, you are not sure. So a lot of people would rather just walk away. Like growing up in the typical village that I mentioned before, when you see people having issues, maybe quarreling over whatever it is, maybe couples or neighbors or even friends or kids, it's not, you would see people coming out to want to know what's the issue, why are you having issues, and they try to mediate and solve it so they can go their ways. It doesn't even matter if this is happening maybe on the street and it's a random person passing. People were genuinely interested in affairs of people. In this case, the interest is to make it positive for sure. But now, if you're walking past and you see people fighting, quarreling or whatever, a lot of people will walk away because they are not sure if that fight is a setup. They are not sure if they are actually it's a plan. It's a plan work just to get people to intervene so they can harm people. No one knows anything anymore. Now, if you even see maybe an orange seller, the orange was on the floor, those days, like growing up, as kids will run. Even if we don't know the person, we just run to pick the oranges and give the person because that's just you being helpful as it should be. But now, even kids will think twice. Kids will be like, okay, maybe she intentionally poured her oranges on the floor so we can go help her pick it or help him pick it so he or she can harm us. That kind of scenario is not uncommon. It's not so uncommon in our country, and that has made a lot of people to become very, very apprehensive, okay? So then going through my Instagram feed or reel, I don't know, I'm not sure I really know the difference between these things, but basically it popped up on the videos, on the list of videos, and I clicked on it and it was so beautiful. I really, really enjoyed it.
My fuel just finished in my car. I don't know if you could help me push a little bit, please.
Myself, I should push a car.
Please, just
for guys. Now look at the guy coming.
I've been meeting some guys and they've not been answering me.
Young guy. Pushing the car.
Car just broke down now because of fuel. So I don't know if you could help me just push it a little bit to the front, please.
It's a weird request.
I just need your help, please. Only both of us can push it.
You want to push it?
It's okay there. Okay. Thank you very much. Why did you decide to help me?
Because you needed help.
Look, actually looking for the first person that was going to help me push my car. I want to give you 10,000 naira for helping me.
Does
Nobody.
it happen in Nigeria?
Yes, it does happen in Nigeria.
Well, let me take this one. I did not change it to something.
No, you wouldn't.
Thank you so much. Push it together. We'll share this money. Thank you.
You're a nice person.
Nobody will believe this in Nigeria. Thank you so much.
Like, I was so happy with it. It's not as if the money given to the woman she will share with me. I mean, she doesn't know me, but it gave me some sort of joy. It's some sort of, I don't know, I was happy. And I said, I'm definitely going to share this. Why not? Because if it had gone the other way around, everyone will post about it. There'll be publicity given to it. So this one, even though it's a social experiment, went well. You see that, it was both inspiring and entertaining. I say entertaining because I had a moment of laughter there. Yes. When the woman was like, in Nigeria, so this kind of things still happen in Nigeria. Okay, let me collect it first and see if I did not change to anything. That is what I'm saying. So even before she offered to help, she had thought of it. This request seems weird. In her own words, seems weird. So she wasn't sure if to help or not. But eventually she did with her child, of course, and it was a social experiment and she got to win what was to be won. But before they got to this lady, they met someone first. Well, as much as I'm here to celebrate the lady who did, she was selfless enough because someone needed help and she rendered it. I am not here to then say, oh, this one for not rendering the help is a bad person. No, she isn't. I mean, like I said, there are so many reasons to doubt anything now. So she saw it as, what kind of request is that? Why would you ask me? Because in her thought, as in Nigeria now, you just be thinking, there are guys coming. Why is he not asking guys to do it? Why is he asking me, a woman, to do it? This request, like say, pure. So yes, I decided to also mention hers because it's not as if it doesn't make her a bad person for refusing to help, because her reason, the fact that I'm a woman and there are guys, why should you ask me to do it? It's actually valid. My opinion, yeah. Of course, this is a social experiment, but because I like the concept and the context, I said I will share. Anyways, until my next upload, I say continue to stay safe, continue to stay healthy, and continue to do as much good as you can. My name is Haritha, and this is Haritha Online. I didn't mention it in the beginning. Anyways, bye.